deal, people? Y'all hear me? Wait for that minute to pass. See how many people we get in here. We got 5 in the room so far. What was it? 3, 2, 1. All right, we had a minute. Let's see who popping in here. Let's see. Go. 7 people. What's the deal, guys? Can y'all hear me? Joy boy, what's the deal? Yeah, I've been live for like a week straight now. For like a whole week. I've been going back to back to back. Appreciate it. We got 15 people. Yeah. What's the deal? Late night once again, almost midnight over here on the West Coast. Might as well say midnight. It's Saturday night. People out. We're gonna probably end up getting a bunch of late nights, late nighters. Yeah. Deep breath. Yeah, I actually hit on Adesanya to lose, but I didn't think he would lose by submission. But I had him to lose. Like, dude, is he too caught up in the world right now, man? He's too caught up in the world, and he ain't. I don't know. He got a streak of losses right now. He got a streak of losses. I'm shocked he lost this one. He gonna be mad as shit tomorrow. But there's no way he should have lost that fight by submission. He's too good for that. Alchemy, what's the deal? Let's see. Men two gods 14. What's the deal? We get more people here. Amped up. Salute. Y'all showing up now. I'm late as usual. Yeah, he not the same fighter tonight. Just proved it. Subbed? Nah, not easy. For him to get subbed, that's fucking crazy. So yeah, but I've been seeing the decline. I follow him. I've been paying attention to, how he living or what have you. That what he show on social media. He ain't the same dude. I mean, the money is there. That's why. So that hunger, that eye of the tiger is gone. He ain't hungry no more. He got the money. He got the fame. But he going out bad, man. Neck hurt like a motherfucker still. My neck crown woke up stiff, back and shit hurt. I've slept most of the day. Marcus, what's the deal? I'm gonna head outside in a second. They had the Cowboys versus the Raiders. So it's packed in here, full of Cowboys fans, Raiders fans, everywhere. Cowboys kicked the Raiders' ass though, so you know how that goes. Izzy's a good fighter, man. That's what happens, man. When you slack off like that, he been slacking. That's what the money do. He been a slacking fighter, bro. Yeah, for sure. You still got time to download. Ancient History 4 and 5 is awesome though. 5 and 6 is good. I mean, all those videos came out good. The Ancient History series. Where we at? 37 people? Where we at? Get those numbers up. We got some trolls in the building. See ya. What do I think about the black community? What about the black community? The black community is still the same black community. Same shit, different day. Bunch of people following trends, ignoring what's going on around them, making excuses and shit. Black community is exactly what they want it to be. Trust me. A rich man's trick. We got 36 people. Yeah, so the link is in the description for people who asked about the society. It's in the description. The Instagram and Facebook is already up. Email is up. Everything is coming along just fine. You guys will start getting those emails soon. Getting all the legal shit out the way for those NDAs. And yeah, we gonna go. I'm trying to get as much people in for this weekend as possible. And all right, you've been warned. Let's see. It's a documentary. The fuck? Some real weirdos out there, bro. I swear. See ya. John Jones still a beast. John Jones gotta leave that cocaine and white women alone. That's his problem. Oh yeah, you get one crack and then you gone. See ya. Yeah, we ain't talking about topics out here. Like I said, you got. I want to get you guys to know how to do certain things, how to look. You got to know how to read this shit now, because TV is not just TV. You know, you're watching TV, but you're watching the programming. You're not watching the message. You got to learn how to do that. You got to understand why certain commercials are certain commercials. TV shows put out. I mean, it's a whole fucking different world when you start breaking down how this shit works with television. You guys heard that whole slogan, tell lies to your vision. Let me see. Got some water here. First thing we got to talk about is perception, man. Understanding perception. Like I said, why things are a certain way, how to read certain things, what to look for. And you'll start to see, you're going to start to see it as you study. Like I said, movies will open up more. You'll start to see the code a lot easier, a lot easier. But it's like a couple key tips that's going to help you out with all that. Kevin, what's the deal? So you guys know, Manly P. Hall, study his work. You know, super high ranking Mason, truther slash, uh, you know, definitely scholar, master teacher, and amazing work he put out. But one of the things that they always asked Manly about was the society. You know, the secret society and all the rules. They asked Blavatsky as well, but Blavatsky was always super cryptic about it, and she was scared people because she would always go into Satanism with it. I understand like the praise she gave to Satan and understanding what that shit really is about. And I should say more Lucifer because she would always get into the enlightenment part of it uh, when talking about 100 points of light, uh, illumination, what those key words really mean, and understanding how a society works is not because when you think about society, you think about a collective, and it's really not a collective involving everybody. It's a secret collective. It's a collective involving certain people with prerequisite knowledge that's coming together to form a society separate from society, and that's what it's all about. But that knowledge is what's key in sustaining the society because you got to know how to read stuff. You got to understand how stuff works and understand that if you take part, you got to understand how you separate yourself from everything you learned before. Satan is not evil. Satan has never been evil. Satan just represents evil. So Satan representing evil is Satan representing yourself. You representing you, the evil part of you. Now, what we call evil is not evil to everyone else. It's the same thing. Evil is not what you think it is. You know, like I said, you see a lion eating a buffalo, to us that's evil, but it's not according to nature. So once you understand these principles, you can move further and not cringe at certain shit. You understand more how shit works. And it's hard to get past that as a human because you gotta let go of a lot of shit to accept a different understanding of how reality works. And it's always clues and ways around this information that's going to help you understand deeper information, if that makes sense. But we'll get into all that. Beast mode, what's the deal? Yeah, I'm getting rid of these weirdos in the comment. Crystal, what's the deal? I actually had a couple of my dream cars already. So BMW 430, well, the GT BMW, I love that car. 2012 430 BMW GT is, I love that car. I had that car before I sold it. And I had Range Rover. A couple of cars that I wanted, I had already, but most of my dream car would probably be. Um, that's tough. I mean, I like so many cars. I like older cars, classic cars, like muscle cars. Um, I don't know. One of my favorite cars has always been Shelby Cobra. I'm talking about original, like 1960s. No, that's the Ford GT. Oh yeah, that's probably going to be at the top. Probably that Ford GT definitely is one of my favorite cars. I mean, I got a lot of cars I like, man, but they're way too expensive. Really, blacks for Trump, please. If you black and you for any politician, you already lost. A lot of boo boos in here. You're at Flintstone. What's the deal? Appreciate it. A lot of boo boos in here. Yo, yeah, like I don't understand. Like people be weird as shit, man. Like what time is it? Especially if you're on the East Coast, you just hopping in lives, typing weird shit. What the fuck your life really like? Oh man, yeah. I'm sorry, English is in here, but for you. Yes, Ryan D'Angelo. Yeah, that's a good question because, but it's like a dual aspect to the God in the Garden of Eden. Because the God in the Garden of Eden would represent the powers that be, of course, and they're showing you that. But it also represents your subconsciousness as well, because the subconsciousness will seem to be against you, but for you. How God's supposed to be all about love and mercy and all that stuff, but He don't just give us the way in. You understand? It's like, dude, like if you really love us and you want us to do this, just give it to us. Why we got to go through all this trials and tribulations and bullshit? It's the same thing with your subconscious. Subconscious can reveal the lottery numbers to you. Your subconscious can make you super smart, super strong, but it don't. And you will look at it and say, well, damn, you're a part of me, so wouldn't that benefit you? And it's not. Your subconscious is this completely outside of you, inside of you, spirituality, yin yang, if you will. But you will look at it and say, well, damn, why don't you just tell me what's going on? Why don't you give me the keys? But it won't. Same thing with the God in the Garden of Eden. It's dualistic. Sir Francis, I appreciate it. Avery, what's good? Brad Flintstone. Yeah, it's all good, bro. I appreciate you taking the time to listen. Yeah, it's still besides just that part about Jesus and him not dying on the cross. Super cryptic, all of it. Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. You got to read across. Yeah, it's like that's specific, and you got to separate it from the rest of the book, and that's how it was written for it to be that way. All those books go together, and you got to read them across. It's like I mean, you really almost got to have four Bibles open. And I think I talked about this in one of my videos. If you want to read it, you got to have four Bibles. One open to Matthew, one open to Mark, one open to Luke, one open to John. You can also do this on your computer, of course, and then read. So when you read in the first book of Matthew, and then you read that verse, then go to Luke and read that verse. John, read that verse. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, excuse me, and then read the verses across, and then take notes. Watch what happens. Watch what happens. So that's how it's supposed to be done, and then you can compare and contrast that way. So you read Matthew, you read Mark, you read Luke, you read John, compare and contrast, and you're good to go. Right? Alchemy, hell yeah. It's like, what the hell? When you do some bonehead shit, you be mad at yourself. Like, what the hell? Like, you forget something. Your subconscious know all that shit, man. Your subconscious knows everything, knows all, everything. But it's like it's almost against you, and that's the same thing. You got to look at it that way, And the God in the Bible is telling you that, showing you. It's your subconscious. Jesus represents your consciousness, you and your conscious state, your conscious physical state. That's why he's Jesus with a body, if you understand. So God sending his soul or energy into Jesus, well, creating Jesus being born through a woman, is representing you. That's all it is. It's representing you. It's also representing the rebirth, or let's just say the initiation of the Mason. Because that's what Jesus is, Mason. Remember, I broke that down in Hebrew with tectone, which means carpenter. Well, he was a carpenter. The word is tectone. That means Mason. So Jesus was a carpenter. He was a Mason. You might as well say. Everything about him represents Masonry. 33 Masonry. Um, and when you understand like what they're giving you with him, is giving you. So it's saying basically, because remember, it's the reason why a Mason edited the King James version, broke this whole thing down, but he's giving you yourself, and then Jesus being supposedly dying, or that whole ritual that happens is basically the same type of ritual in Masonry, dying and coming back, being reborn into a new understanding of everything. Mental God 14. Yeah, Jay-Z is a Mason. For sure he's a Mason. He basically showed you all of it. I mean, he initiated the world in his albums. It's everything about him is Masonic. He's definitely a Mason. Yeah, exactly, Ryan. That's how I always put it, man. It's deep but beautiful at the same time. Even the deception, if you will. Like these fucking people, like you guys don't understand. You gotta almost sit back and marvel at it. The fucking whole way they doing shit is so fucking crazy dope. Like who the fuck thought of this shit? You gotta step back and look at it and be like, wow, it's so smart. Because at the same time, it's enlightening you, it's waking you up, it's revealing things to you. And every time something is done or getting ready to be done, and you can start to point out the little clues to it, it's just opening you up more and letting you see the code more of what's going on. So the way they hide shit in movies and everything now, and you be like, yo, that's fucking crazy. 77B Weston, what's the deal? I appreciate it. Aten, yeah, exactly. A lot of text they left out. One, it was remember this human error is real. Human error is real, even at their level, and that's a lot of work considering all of the manuscripts that was made for the Bible. Remember, it's a whole bunch of them that's left out. It's a whole lot of them that they just didn't even add to the canon. So it was a lot that was written, and they left certain shit out because remember You had the Protestant Reformation, and that's basically just them collectively bringing all this shit together because they knew they was going to unite it under Masonry, and they had to get rid of a lot of those books because one, with the Apocrypha, the Deuterocanonical books, is giving away too much. If you put Alexander the Great in there, you got to go back and track that history. If you start putting him in there and you put that history in there, it's going to reveal everything. That's why they took it out. You put Maccabees in there and you start tracing that history, it's gonna kill everything. They had to get rid of it because once you start doing that and you start tracing Alexander, you see in real history, none of that shit adds up to what the Bible was saying about him. It doesn't add up. But they had to put him in there because he's a major part of history, especially involving leading up to what would be Judaism. So they had to take out a lot of shit because it just wasn't aligning right. And they put it in, they take it out. It don't matter. It's just the Masonic Bible is the one that they read. They don't really give a damn which ones we read. They give us whatever. But as long as it fit with the King James version and what they wanted people to understand and get out of that thing, then it's fine. But those books are sticking out for a reason, and that's definitely one of them. Kevin, yeah, exactly. We all are Jesus. We all are God. Like somebody got you a job and you thank God, you thinking that person. You don't realize it. Well, Christians don't realize it. They don't realize who they thinking and what that stuff means. At the end of the day, whatever happened for you happened on a physical plane, and somebody with a physical body had to do something to make it happen in this physical world. Nothing spiritual got you a job. Nothing spiritual got you a car. That's physical works in place that you have to do that's backed by energy. So you can say spiritual, but it's yin yang because it's spiritual as well as physical. Janky Panky. Oh my goodness, I know you're a troll. For God so loved the world. If God loved the world, he wouldn't introduce Satan on this world. He wouldn't unleash Satan on this world, well, according to the Bible. And you love the world, then you would just fucking let us up there. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the hell is all this shit? There's no rules. There's no rules. So if, oh, this is dope with the real going to this building. That's crazy. But if if we're a team or if we're a part of something, that we have an agenda that is super important for us to complete. Why the fuck will we make rules to hinder our journey or hinder what we're trying to do? You know what I'm saying? It's like saying we're going to fucking go and rob this bank as a group, right? But first, we're going to call the police. We're going to call the FBI. We got to fucking have a whole double dutch contest and play hopscotch. And 3 out of 5 people got to win. Why the fuck would we do all that instead of just going to go rob the bank? Why would we make the fucking task so much harder? It's stupid. It don't make sense. So it's you can't you send your son or yourself down there to be fucking persecuted and executed or what have you to basically give a loophole to a rule that you created. It don't make sense. Yeah, you on the wrong channel for that, Janky Pinky. Peace out. What's up? What's that? What you say, D Griff? Mansions? Is that mansions or supposed to be masons? Yeah, right. Like a fucking movie villain. No, trips out of the country is fine for Marcus. That'll be different. I mean, it's one thing talking about where you going and what you're doing, but what happens inside a meeting is completely different. You know what I'm saying? That's a public thing we're doing in a public setting, so that can be talked about. But as far as what we talk about behind the scenes, that can't be talked about. So if we go somewhere and travel, and then we do a meeting, what's talked about in that meeting can't be talked about. But what's talked about during the travel and what we're doing or what have you, that's fine. Pictures, all that stuff is cool. But what's talked about behind the scenes, which is going to be, of course, upfront said, not to talk about, then that's what I mean. Oh, bad bases, man. It's Let me see. I mean, it's bad and it's bad everywhere. I mean, cops is bad. It's always bad everywhere. But as far as what the initiates and masonry is supposed to be doing, it's not supposed to be bad. It's not supposed to be, according to their laws or what's going on. Like I said, man, we gotta understand man's law and universal law. Like stuff that we say is bad is definitely not bad when you really think about it. When you understand, it's just bad under man's law. You know what man's law what consider bad, but the universe don't consider bad at all. Oh hell yeah, Darren, Rick and Morty, man, those guys is telling you everything. I mean, the writers, the writers just they go in hard, man. They go in hard. Rick and Morty. A lot of those episodes are so hilariously funny, but super deep and what it's talking about, especially the dimensional shit. Yeah, Janky Panky had to go. Yeah, MPA is just about getting the digital downloads free. That's it. Like I said, when I first started doing this, I knew I was going to be putting out a whole lot of videos. And I didn't want people to think it was, because I put out like fucking 5 videos in a month or something like that. Because in the beginning, I was putting out a lot. I didn't want people to feel like, oh, well, damn, he's going to keep putting out these videos and trying to get money out of people. So I did the membership so people could just get it for free. And you don't have to worry about keep paying over and over again. But excuse me. But that was just about, you know, getting the videos for free. And, being a part of Merkaba Academy and not have to worry about paying. Because before, if you remember, Merkaba Academy was going to be like a monthly thing, and then it was going to be the never pay again members, the people who didn't have to pay, and then it was going to be the people who paid monthly. So then I changed that, so you don't have to worry about paying monthly. So, you pay for one time and that's it. Then I had people paying $7.99 a month, but I changed that and just gave everybody membership because people complain too fucking much, man. It's just too many people complaining and too many people just bitching and moaning about everything until I just finally said, you know what, fuck it. I'm just gonna leave it as the regular MPA and then let it do what it do. It's just I have so many plans for Merkaba Academy how I want that site to be, and that's been an issue. It's only on WordPress until I get it to where I want it to be, and then I have that prototype laid out. WordPress is just a platform I'm using to build it right now. Then it's going to be moved over to a completely different platform that we control as ours. But I'm just building it on fucking WordPress and then basically taking the code, the prototype, and then putting it somewhere else. That's basically what it's about. Because as I said, I don't want to fucking have to be fucking suffering with these plugins forever because these plugins are the issue. So we can basically take the functionality of those plugins and do it ourselves, then we cool. It's just seeing how it all works and what the code would be. That's the whole thing. So that's what we're doing with that. Yeah. So, like I said, yeah, I did explain that. One, it was something I wanted to do a long time ago, but it's cool that so many professionals hit me up about it, was saying the same thing. And some of these guys are Masons and already Masons, and it was basically saying like, where we at with this information and knowledge. We should definitely do a group, a society, separate from everything else, where we could just because like there's nothing like a brotherhood, man. A brotherhood, sisterhood, like groups, like real groups. That's dope. And especially being here in Vegas, I see a lot of groups, man. See a lot of groups come here. They have conventions. They meet up. They do a lot of cool shit. And then seeing how that whole thing works is dope. I mean, you got to look at it like what Azrock Quasi was doing with the trips, the Kemet New Tour. I mean, that's a group. And then while they're out there in Kemet, he's basically giving a whole lecture all over, and people getting that information. I thought that was a cool thing to do, but it's like something that can't always be public because you know a lot of the information just a lot of people ain't ready for it. One, and they're not going to understand it. But not just that, it's just like getting people into the understanding of understanding this information is deep, and it's not something I can do. Openly as I've been doing with YouTube and Merkaba Academy and what have you. Not just that, it's not worth my time sometimes to just be fucking talking to boo boos and weirdos and shit all the time and putting out that kind of information. That's one of the reasons why I stopped putting out so much deeper videos on YouTube. One, they're gonna take it down, but two, it's too many people that don't even understand and appreciate the work. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like I fucking you know how long it take to do the Saturn Satan videos? That series, those long videos take a long time because you have to like I script it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sitting there, it's coming off the top of my head. I write out all those videos, every video I've done, I've written it out. I've written it out for a reason because I don't want to miss nothing. One, but two, it's just how I know it's going to fit with everything else or fit with something later on down the line. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of behind the scenes work that people don't know. And then you get somebody that fucking hop on there and complain about it being 19.99 or complain about it being fucking $17 or whatever the fuck the price was. Or people who just don't understand at all because they didn't see the prerequisite videos. So then people hop on there and, oh shit, you on part six. I didn't see part one through five. Oh, I gotta buy all those videos to understand this one. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like it gets fucking frustrating. Yo, listen, man, I never thought, that black people would be just like today. These motherfuckers just like these white folks. They Karens like a motherfucker, man. Niggas be Karens more than motherfucking white people be Karens sometimes. Just bitching and complaining and moaning, especially about anything that's involving the fucking dollar. And then want to be talking about, black power and black support and all this and that. But they don't want to support a black man that's trying to do something great, something good that's going to benefit them. Everybody bitch and complain and moan about a fucking price and then go blow that shit at the Chinese store or go blow that shit, with the white man on some stupid shit. So it gets frustrating. So what I want to do is people that's serious about this shit for real, I'm done playing games. I'm done, especially now after what happened. I had more people sending me bullshit ass messages when I was fucking on here, basically pleading for fucking support. People were fucking talking about some fucking books. People talk about some stupid ass shit. I'm on here pleading for support because I was basically fucking I lost everything. I'm getting it back slowly, but people on here talking stupid shit. And then look what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like we can call it blessings, you can call it what you want. I end up getting way more money than I needed just from doing what I've been doing. And that's how that shit worked. Now, boom, now what? So because of shit like that, it's like, you know what, I want to just appeal more so and give my time and real information more so to people that appreciate it, that's willing to be a part of something that's better, that's bigger. And yeah, that's the thinking behind it. And I think it's gonna be fun, man. I think it's gonna be super cool. Yeah, yeah, definitely. It's tough, man. Like you guys got to understand, man. You talking about trying to fucking put all this information in the mind of somebody who believe in talking snakes and donkeys, who believe Jesus walked on water and turned water into wine and all that bullshit. They can't fathom what we're saying because to them, once we start getting into it, they see the spookism. They think it's spooky. When we start talking about spirituality and energy, kundalini and all that stuff, but these motherfuckers believe in talking snakes and donkeys. So they can't even come to that whole concept about consciousness. The consciousness, the conscious mind, the conscious energy inside and outside of us. They can't even comprehend that shit because they believe in some damn talking snakes. And it's like you can't even grasp that it's a parable. You really actually believe that shit happened. Let alone trying to explain to them the Saturn Satan series and all that. Because the first time they hear about Satan in any aspect of good, oh, you're a devil worshiper. You're a Satanist. Get back, demon. I done had that shit happen to me so many times. I'm like, this shit is stupid. And then, so imagine you doing all this shit and you done spent, man, this shit been so frustrating. Spend days putting together a video, then I put it out and like 10 people buy it. Get the fuck out of here, man. Everybody got time for that shit. That's why I started doing lives more. That's why I started doing lives because now I can just get it out. I mean, I'll go back to the traditional way I've been doing videos. I can show pictures and videos, but this is quicker because you guys don't understand. When I do those videos that way, when I got to sit down and put videos, that takes days sometimes. That's a lot of time just to put it up on fucking YouTube and then YouTube take it down. Or somebody got some stupid shit to say, or whatever the fucking case may be. Oh man, can you stop putting your fucking promotions in the beginning of the video? Get the fuck out of here, motherfuckers. People was really complaining about that shit. When I started, you guys know how I started the video. Everybody, thanks for watching. And then just a quick reminder, let people know what's for sale. Motherfuckers really had a problem with that. Like I'm not supposed to promote my shit. Oh, could you just get straight to the information? Why you gotta always try to sell something? Like what? Like you don't watch TV and see commercials every fucking day. You see commercials. And I'm trying to sell shit. Do you call the fucking TV station and say, "Can you stop showing commercials?" But you want to do that shit to a black man. That's a bunch of bullshit. And it's like, yo, what the fuck? Like I said, I never thought I'd see people be so much of a fucking caring, white person, nagging ass fucking people. Never. They really let this fucking white shit fuck their head up. These motherfuckers turning white right before our eyes. They don't even know it. They don't even realize it. Yeah, I was on the elevator coming down and shit, and some white dude asked me, "What is that? Some type of devil worship on your hat?" Shit. I was like, "No, that's a Merkaba." What's a Merkaba? I said, that's not a 5-pointed star. It's a Merkaba. You just can't really see the whole thing. That's how people think, man. D Griff, appreciate it. Junior, I appreciate you. Kevin, what's up? Peace. Corey, yeah, mushroom is going to take you somewhere far out, man. It's like I said, if you don't meditate, if you don't got control in some way, as far as like conscious control, is like mushrooms and fucking getting high. It's not for you. That's for meditative purposes. It's for you to alter your state of consciousness for a reason. Excuse me. So you have like therapists who do like hypnosis or what have you, which is trying to put you deeper into your consciousness or subconsciousness to pull out memories and thoughts, stuff that you need to address that you probably repressed, and they're basically manifesting in other ways, and you don't even know that it's some deeper meaning inside of you that you need to address to fix it. So what they do is they put you in deep hypnosis and see what comes out and see what you start talking about. You start getting into it, talk about your feelings and what start popping out, that truth. And the next thing you know, you're talking about a whole bunch of shit that happened with your mom and dad and parents and all kinds of shit. And then that's the problem. You never addressed it. And psychology is fucking dope for real psychologists who understand like that's really dealing with your consciousness and stuff that you repress, stuff that you suppress for many different reasons. But if you're doing shrooms or getting high and it'll basically, your subconsciousness will one say, you know what? You're here on some goofy shit, so I'm going to show you some goofy shit. I'm going to use all that boo-boo shit that's in your brain and start showing you some psychedelic crazy stuff versus your subconscious saying to you, you know what, you're trying to basically expand and understand more. So I'm gonna give you some pointers. I'm gonna help you out. Your subconsciousness is God. It holds all the keys. It holds all the knowledge. You can't come to it except being conscious of it. So if you alter your state of consciousness, you are not you. You need to alter your state of consciousness with the understanding of what you're doing, not on some recreational, I'm trying to have fun and just feel funny type shit. It's like trying to cheat God. You can't do that. You understand? If you're cheating yourself, but your subconsciousness is not going to let you do it. It already knows. It's just not. So you got to come correct, basically. Dre, what's the deal? High tech, appreciate it. So Oasis, yeah, send me that email. Sleep paralysis is an easy one. That's an easy one because one, you got to remember you're leaving. Like let's just say supposedly we can't tell for sure. Your energy is leaving your body. You know, at night when you sleep. So you guys ever heard people talk about astral projection and then seeing a tether, like a tether from your spiritual body to your body? It's kind of like a metaphor, you might as well say. And it's like, okay, I'm going to leave just enough energy here to recharge you and to keep me connected to you, right? So, one, when you wake up, like if you feel it, sometimes it's real quick. Your body already feel funny, and it's that recharge one. But if you have a certain type of nightmare or something happen that's traumatic in that dream state, and you try to snap out of it, it's like your consciousness waking you up faster than your energy can return to your body. So you kind of freeze. You freeze and you kind of like stuck. It happened to me so many times, and it always had to be around something fucking scary. And you freeze. It happens in real life consciously sometimes. People freeze up, and it's just like a kind of jerk with your energy and your body connection. The prerequisite for joining Merkaba Scholar Society is just, you have to have seen the videos. Most of them at least. One, definitely be a person who reads books because we're gonna get into books a lot. It's gonna be a lot of book work. You guys gonna read more than you ever read before in your life, and it's gonna be for a good reason. But just be prepared for that. And if you actually want to join, if you're here, then you basically ready. You're ready to go. Like I said, most of these guys have been here every night I've been on. I recognize a lot of the names all the time, And so, a lot of you guys are ready, man. And even if people who haven't been super active with Merkaba Academy or anything I've been putting out, it doesn't mean that you're not ready. A lot of times we are busy and we got a lot of shit going on. And a lot of times you just be like, I'm gonna check on that later, but then life gets in the way. Nobody understands that more than me. Life gets in the way a lot of times. So this is going to be something that's going to really be a good pace for everybody. And the only thing I'm going to really require for people is just when we do meetings that they be there for that, because I don't want to have to do too many recordings of meetings to get people caught up. So we're going to have to figure that out when that time comes to make sure everybody can be there at a certain time. And if they can't, then we'll figure that part out. Because I don't really want to record too much. Oh yeah, we're gonna have a whole deal. There's reasons for a lot of things, man. Handshakes, poses. It's showing a lot, man. It's a lot of ways to show knowledge and energy that is uh, through body language. We're gonna definitely do that. We're gonna have slogans, sayings, all kinds of shit, and it's gonna be cool. It's gonna be fun. Like I said, like I think this is gonna be good for a lot of people. A lot of people out there really just want to be a part of something, and this is gonna be fun for a lot of reasons. But it's also gonna be really beneficial to us knowledge wise. But it's gonna be cool to meet up with like minded people and do cool shit. That's why I said, like, we're gonna do a lot. So it'd be cool to meet up, do trips, share a lot of information, get into a lot of shit, build, definitely build some shit, and take it from there and see how it goes. Carbon King, what's the deal? Chesapeake, okay. Is that the main one or the Virginia one? Ryan, yeah, I might gotta have an age limit on it. Yeah, man, possibly no, but I think older people have a lot to bring to something like this. But I don't think it's going to be too many elderly people. But the youth also has a lot of things to bring to it. Okay, 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 bet. Yeah, Navy, same place, Navy Station, Norfolk. Definitely Navy Town. Vacation to Vegas. Yeah, man, you come to Vegas, just be prepared for this fucking heat. It's hot shit out here. Well, not tonight. I actually feel really good tonight. Oh no, nobody 14 to 15 are made to do that. Anybody too young, or that's gonna be part of the prerequisite. You definitely got to be fucking, at least 18 and up. A shepherd like Moses. Moses was a fucking lunatic, man. He was a psychopath. Yeah, we know all about XRP, buddy. Exactly, man. How does God get robbed? How not just that, how does anybody get one over on God? It like everything when you start reading in the Old Testament, when you start getting into what the Israelites is doing, it's like some bullshit. Like, what? God, you a lame. How the fuck? How, the, how you letting these people do all this shit to you? If you're God, like if you really are, it's no way anybody would be doing what they doing. That's why you see in the biblical Bible series when we're talking about what the Hebrews is doing, and these people actually witnessed and saw for themselves the power of God. Yet they still continue to disobey. It don't make sense. If we are the crazy spiritual people that we show that we are as being black people, there's no fucking way in the world we're gonna see the power, the glory of God, and then fucking disobey. What is that? This mean they're telling you something else. You want a tolerance break from weed? Hold on 1 second. Detoxing, basically. Yeah, man. Listen, if it's giving you that kind of problem where you need to be on a break from it, then yeah. Hold on 1 second. Shit. But yeah, I would just say, yeah, man. Do what's best for you, what's good for your health and everything. Uh, like I said, if you smoking weed or using weed for non-spiritual practices, then yeah, you definitely want to get off of it for a while, detox. Okay. Yeah, exactly. Like it don't make no sense for them to, man, listen, Moses fucking parting the sea. This is on the fucking Exodus. This is the way out the door. One, you've been fucking in captivity all this fucking time. Then this motherfucker come along, part this shit, and then we all fucking Exodus. That should have been enough. That would have been enough for me to fucking do shit. Dude, what the fuck is it? What is this? Yeah, dude, we get it. XRP, peace. Mm. Minding my business. Oh yeah, yeah. It's fucking weed now, boy. You gotta be careful with that shit. I'm trying to tell people. People walk up to you try to sell you weed, especially here in Vegas, and people walk up try to sell you fucking weed. It's like, dude, weed legal here. Why the fuck would I buy from you? And then lace that shit with some fentanyl, some other bullshit, or some fucking phencyphidine. Hey, you running around acting all crazy like Smokey. I felt physical pain while I was sleeping last night. My fucking neck. Yeah, the crit. I had to fucking get rid of these dudes. These motherfuckers just be jumping in all fucking lives, talking fucking XRP, and like get the fuck out of here with that shit. Go fucking stand outside with a picket sign. We already fucking know. Everybody know what's going on. You ain't stopping shit. But then what's going to happen with this shit is going to happen. People just got to fucking accept that shit. There's no point in jumping all in the fuck. You want to jump all in the fucking people's lives and comments about some shit that motherfuckers don't even care about. Goddamn preachers raping their fucking little kids. They don't care about fucking 9/11 being a fucking inside. They don't care about none of that shit. So the amount of shit we can prove that's actually real that the fucking American people don't give a fuck about, they just pass it over. Well, they're gonna do the same thing with anything you talk about. We let these motherfuckers steal a whole year of our life, 2 years of our life with this corona shit that we know is some bullshit. Then this motherfucker came on TV. He came on TV and said, like, what the, like, listen to me, man. Listen to what I'm about to say. It just sums it all up right here. This motherfucker came on TV and told everybody that taking the fucking vaccination is not going to prevent corona. It's not going to prevent you from getting it. It's not going to prevent you from spreading it. So what the fuck is the point? And then people just fucking like, what the what? What? So that means it's not going to do nothing. And people still went out and got the fucking shot. This motherfucker said it's not going to prevent you from getting it. It's not going to prevent you from spreading it. Then what would be the fucking point of getting the shot in the first place? And people still got the shot. Fauci came on TV and said, I showed you guys the video. I showed you guys the video. It's on my Instagram. I showed it to you guys. I'm saying that. And people still went and got the shit. What the fuck is the problem? Like, come on. Yeah, people still walk around with masks on, just a bunch of dumbass, stupid shit. It just shows you how gullible and stupid this fucking people is. If you consider yourself a conscious person, if you are here, you are separate. You're definitely not like the rest. You special, seriously. You need to pat yourself on the fucking back and give yourself some type of recognition and some type of fucking gratitude for being you. I always say this shit all the time. I wouldn't want to be anybody else on this planet but me. And that's because of what I know. I wouldn't want to be no. I don't give a fuck how much money you got. Like I wouldn't want to be no because that consciousness, that right mind, and having that is rare. It's not something that's fucking easy and it's given. Some people can't come out of their mind. They can't come out of it. They just stuck. They lost in their own consciousness, and they can't fathom shit. And they just stuck. You ever see somebody you fucking desperately trying to fucking wake up with consciousness? You trying to talk to them, they're Christian, and you telling them everything that makes fucking sense, and these motherfuckers just can't grasp it. You know how frustrating that is? Like, you fucking dummy. You don't make me waste all this time talking to you, and your dumb ass can't even comprehend what I'm saying. Because they stuck. They lost in their own mind. They lost in their own consciousness. It's a fucking waste of time. Again, one of the reasons why I'm doing this society. Because I get sick of that shit. Especially the people who call themselves conscious. It's like, you supposed to be conscious, but where the fuck is you at? It's a lot. It's a lot to it, man. Yeah, then they get multiple other shots. What you got to get two of these motherfuckers? Man, I ain't never seen so many dumbass people in my fucking life. That fucking line to get the vaccine shot here in Vegas was long as fuck. I'm looking at these fucking people like, y'all fucking idiots, man. Fucking idiots. They had motherfuckers going through drive-throughs, getting fucking drive-through fucking vaccinations and shit. And this fucking man done came on fucking TV and told you motherfuckers it ain't gonna do shit. You don't get no more basic than that. Told y'all, man, it ain't gonna do shit. It ain't gonna do absolutely nothing. Get the shit and that's it. Now these motherfuckers dropping like flies. Time is up. They got like what, 1, 2 more years? Then we're gonna see a mass exodus. They already dropping like flies now. I don't want to get in this elevator. I want the fucking power. Excuse me. Yeah, that's what it is. And that's how you get people fear. Fear. All the news had to do was come on there and start showing all these fake ass dead bodies and people fucking dying of some shit that's just fucking normal and happens every fucking year anyway. But let's make it a big deal and just lie and say it has to do with this fucking coronavirus. Some bullshit. And people bought that shit. Then the killer one was, we're gonna give it to you for free. That should have been the biggest red flag. Motherfuckers won't give you free health care. You go to the fucking hospital, you can be fucking bullet in your back of your fucking neck. They want you to, if you fucking conscious, they want you to fill out insurance papers. Cause that's what happened to me when I got shot. When I got grazed in my head, fucking blood all over the place. Had to get 8 staples in my head. But because I was conscious, I'm bleeding all over the place. These motherfuckers made me fill out insurance papers. Couldn't believe that shit. And then when I said TRICARE, because I was in the military, when that happened and shit, and TRICARE, then oh shit, they act like I was the fucking president. My bad. I get away from nosy ass people and shit. Fucking boo boos. See me up here with a phone recording and shit or doing a video, and motherfuckers want to be trying to walk all up in the shot. Nosy ass people. Let's see. Yeah, I told the guy when I was in Mexico. I was in Mexico and we had to get the fucking do the test to see if we, had COVID or whatever. And they do that swab in your nose. And it's the only way you can leave is with a test saying that you don't have corona. Now, me knowing this shit is some bullshit, I don't want this motherfucker put nothing in my fucking nose at all because I know it's some bullshit. His dumb ass just following orders. But I told him, I said, yo, I'm going to let you do this shit. If I feel anything poke me, I'm going to stick this fucking swab in your eye. I bullshit you not. I bullshit you not. Said no disrespect. Feel something poke me, I'm going to stick the shit in your eye. He ain't even push that shit way back. He swabbed like the edge of my fucking nose. And then my shit passed. I still got the paper saying I passed that shit too. But the hotel was smart. They administered their own test because one, they was gonna pass anybody no matter what. I already could tell that shit. Because one, you don't want nobody at your fucking hotel popping up with corona or that shit coming back, positive. Because then you gotta shut the fucking hotel down. What is it gonna do for your money? So they pass everybody. Boo boos, man. Fucking boo boos. People be on some weirdo shit, just like out of nowhere with no weirdo. You know, it's shocking, shockingly weird. Just like, the fuck is you doing? Ma, what's the deal? Joy Boy. Merc is 50 Cent. No. They used to call me that shit back in the day, though, because I used to wear the fucking do-rag and shit. My my friend's son used to call me Candy Shop. Every time I would come around, it used to be funny as hell. That tell you how fucking old, how long ago that was. Yo, mass exodus is gonna be people dropping like flies. It's already happening. So I put it in the video. What's that? One of my Corona videos, I showed you guys that them talking about all the people that's dropping dead and how the media is not talking about this at all. And then I showed you guys the video of all those sports athletes just dropping like flies. A lot of people just dropping. You guys saw the video of the bus driver just fucking heart attack while driving the bus. The kid jumped on him and tried to revive him, but he died later on in the hospital. That shit is happening everywhere, all over, all fucking over. I told you guys, my son's mom, both of her uncles died in the same week after getting the fucking jab. Like same week, both died of heart attacks. Not that much fucking coincidence in the world. Especially with Uncle Buster, because he was a fucking beast. And if you know that man, he's ex-army beast. Worked for Allied Security for a long time, like 30 years. Beast. For him to go out like that, it fucking killed me. It was real hard for that shit because a lot of lessons I take from life I got from that man. And for him to go out from that shit, it's crazy. It's just that people get so scared. Like, you know how many people inbox me and was like, should I take this shot? If I don't, I'm going to lose my job. And motherfucker said, well, I got to take the shot or else I'm going to lose my job. Like, it's the only fucking job in the world. I don't give a fuck where you work at, how much money you making. That shit ain't worth your fucking life. You can always get another job and make that money again. Why would you even ask the question? Fuck that job. They fire you, they fire you. Sit home, collect unemployment, and find something else. I'm not holding on to some job that want me to take some fucking shit that I don't believe in that could possibly kill me. You know, people popping up with fucking blood clots and they got to take that fucking clotting medication that costs like $1,000. Like, that shit is crazy. It's a lot of shit going on. But again, you know, people just fucking bought it, hook, line, and sinker, and it is what it is. What was that? Outlaw trucker, what are you talking about? Hey, bro, I'm not preaching anything I don't like, the BS that you don't like. Yes, I'm frustrated too. Give you a little background and you think I'm ops. What are you talking about? I don't see no message from you. Crypto. No, I wasn't talking about you with XRP. It was a whole other person that I blocked already. Wasn't even talking about you. I'm about to block you now. It's like, no, I'm just fucking with you. No, I wasn't talking about you. It was somebody else that was on here that kept posting XRP, XRP. And I already cut them off. You already know about it. No, you good, outlaw trucker. You straight. Now I was talking about somebody else, bro. Somebody, I don't know if you saw it, but somebody else just kept XRP this, XRP that. Like we already know about XRP. Like I said, it's what's going to happen is going to happen. It's one of those things where I mean, trust me, I'm good at beating the fucking dead horse. I be fucking talking about the same shit in circles a lot. But this is one of these things that we gotta fucking. There's more to it, which we'll get into eventually. It's a lot, and I talk about some of it in stock market final. But it's a lot. There's a lot more to it. It's not just gonna be that simple when you start to understand. There's a lot that has to take place first, and yeah, we'll get to that. Giovanni or Giovanna, the Empress, appreciate you. Much love. You already know. Yeah, D Griff, I heard about them talk about fucking monkeypox. Yeah, I forget where you go where you got to get this shot. There's a couple places you travel to, you got to get fucking the monkeypox shot. You got to get fucking all these crazy shots. But it was one of them. Who fucking knows? Like you already know, they're gonna spark something up. They're gonna keep it going with this whole virus shit. The pharmaceutical industry right now is booming. It's booming. They got so many people fucking scared and panicking. I mean, just the fact that in your city, the amount of people you see still wearing masks, that tells you everything you need to know. I'm fucking driving on the fucking expressway. I look over and see people in their car by themselves with a fucking mask on. The fuck is that? So I just tell you, like, if they got that people scared to that level, all they got to do is talk about any type of virus, any type of sickness, report on it, and they're going to get people going to get those shots. They're making people think that it's all said and done. Oh, we have it in our mind that we moved on from this. So now what you do is you ease back, and then you let people think what happened was legit. And then now people are saying, you know what? Let me go and get this virus. I'm gonna get this fucking shot because it seems as if everything is cool. And then now people going out and getting those jabs. Marcus, yeah, I heard about something with the. I didn't know what his name was, but I heard about something with the creator of the Rosicrucian having some issues. That order is that's an old order. It's been around for a long time. As a matter of fact, I believe I think I went to their headquarters is in Cali. I think I drove by there a couple of times. You see all the symbolism and everything outside the building. But that's been around for a while. It's something that Jordan Maxwell talked about a lot. But yeah, I didn't know what happened to this guy. Yeah, Ebola was the funny one, and then they found out that they was giving people fucking Ebola. Got them going to those Red Cross tents and giving them the fucking shit. Hey, I appreciate it, Giovanna, but don't send no money here. If you don't know, but anybody else that's new, well, she's not new. She's been here before. But yeah, make sure you guys don't send money to this thing for next time. I appreciate it though, because YouTube don't give us this shit. They hold on to it. So make sure you guys don't send money. You want to support? Grab a video from Merkaba Academy or from your Podia or what have you. I appreciate it. No matter what, I appreciate you guys just being here. That's all. That's good enough for me. Trump 2024. And what the fuck do you think Trump going to do in 2020? If Trump get in here, what do you think going to happen? You know, he going to part the sea and, you know, black people going to walk through it and he going to come out rich on the other side. Like, what's up with these black people hyping up Trump like as if something great is going to happen for black people when Trump get in office? Because Trump was already in office. And what happened? Don't get me wrong, Trump did more for black people than Obama did. That's a fact, proven fact. But it's like, man, still, we in our same situations, a lot more going on. And no president can fix that shit because he don't have the power to. He has the power to talk about fucking policy and what the people that control him is going to possibly do. But he don't control shit. He's just a face. You know what? How KRS-One put it? You don't ever get to see the owner of Burger King. You know, the franchise owner, but there's the fucking owner of all Burger King. You don't get to see that guy. You get to see the franchise owner or the manager or what have you. That's what the president is. So he's not the powers that be. He's just a dude that's put out there as the face of a company, like the president of a company. You know what I'm saying? You don't get to see the owner, the CEO of the company. He's the president, top guy, but he's not the fucking owner. And that's what a president represents. So like everybody hype about Trump or fucking Kamala, or whatever. Hey, what the fuck is they going to do? The same shit that the president before them did. Absolutely nothing. But this happens every 4 years, and people get into it and get all hype. The same shit, different year. Appreciate it. Yeah, I be forgetting. People always ask me about my cash app. That's Merkaba Bucks. I try to put. I don't put it in the description all the time. AM Beast Coast. The link is in the description if you're talking about the membership. Or okay for the downloads. Okay, I got you on that. Don't worry about it. Free Palestine. They were there before those Jews, though. That's the fact. But they wasn't there before the Africans. Listen, man, believe it or not, a one world government is going to be the best fucking thing. It just is. Because no more borders, no more customs. We got to deal with that shit. The only thing that we got to worry about, well, of course, control and everything like that. But the main thing is one, we want to make sure every culture keeps its culture. That's the thing. I don't want, if it's one world, I don't want fucking China to be like New York. You know, you understand? I want China to stay China, stay with their ancient culture. Japan, same thing. It's happening in Thailand right now where all these Thai people turning Muslim. It's changing the culture. It's changing the way they do shit. You got to go back. You know, the old ways need to stay the old ways and just get, you know, a little twist to it, but we need to still see always the ancient ways in every society. We can't forget the past. We can't, it ain't always about moving forward. Keeping the old ways, those old cultures and customs, traditions is a big deal. We want to keep them and keep them going. They've been going for this long, keep them going. So having one world, the one world government, one world system, whatever, how would that look? You know, would they require a change? Because we already know they want to get rid of the ancient ways any fucking way, but we don't want that to happen. I like going to Thailand and going to these other countries and seeing the ancient ruins and the ancient ways, the same way they made fucking sandwich, say food, a lot of snacks or what have you. Like a lot of ways they made food fucking 1,000 years ago. They're still doing that shit today, with burning wood and using fucking all kinds of primitive methods to make good food. I like seeing that type of shit. Yeah, the thing is, one, like having this one world government, one world ruler, that's a lot of control. Um, but that's more. that is more deadly for them, if you think about it. So in order for them to do that and get to that point, they're going to want to have a lot more control over us than they have right now. And that's like, what is that going to entail? That's the thing. Because you think about what's happening here. I mean, the fucking people in America are ready to fucking rebel. We're ready to have a fucking civil war already against this fucking government. So to have it, this imagine the same shit happen or same type of scenario, but globally. You can't beat the fucking world. If everybody on the planet come against whoever's supposed to be running shit, how they gonna stop it? Excuse me. So they're not gonna do it until they can have a lot more control than what they have now. And that's what's coming. It's all about them getting that fucking control out the way and us accepting it willingly, with no type of feedback. Yeah, that's what they want. What's that, Carl? They want to. They want the culture. I mean, you can't make it one culture. That'd be fucking boring. That's one of the good things about the world having our uniqueness and different cultures, what have you. But the religious part of it is what they want to control because that's why they have this whole campaign of coexist. I told you guys, and I said, mark my words, remember me saying this. What they're going to do is they're going to come together at some point. This is going to happen. They're going to come together and show you what I've been showing you about how these Abrahamic religions is all the same and talk about the same God. And we need to all fucking basically just, wrap that up into one fucking spiritual understanding that we all talk about the same God and that different cultures just viewed it in different ways in different parts of the world, but it's all about the same universal creator. But we need to accept that. The hard part is pushing that on Christians who believe in one God. That's why they always shun Christianity behind the scenes. Christianity is a problem. It's a problem. That's why what Judaism, Islam is growing fast because the Christian problem of it being one God and accepting this one God is going to be an issue down the line. Who the fuck is the leader? A snitch? Who the fuck is a snitch? The fuck? Snitch on what? What the fuck is you talking about? Elaborate, Davida. What the fuck did I actually? What am I snitching on? Fucking boo boos. I didn't mean to say Judaism, but Islam is growing. Judaism is Judaism, man. They don't really allow new members. Like you have to be like it's one of those things where they had the argument about uh, Jews being a race instead of a religion, and they really want to identify as a race because then you can only accept certain peoples instead of somebody saying I'm going to join a religion. So if you say you're a race, then that's different. I mean, you have to be part of a certain bloodline or what have you to be one of them. But I mean, like I said, anybody who's been to Israel, you go over there and look clearly. These people are not a race. So many different looks. Yeah, with Jews, it's a lot of different looks. You go to Israel, a lot of them look Arab, a lot of them look Greek, Roman, and then it's the mix. Because when you study the history back there, we know they wasn't always there. So you had the Arab invasion and them come in and take those lands, and that's how a lot of them end up, being there and mixing in. But the history behind the religion is, of course, you gotta accept it through the biblical text, which there's no proof of it. It's just it is what it is. Exactly, Jewish. Yeah, Marcus Cooks. Cooks ain't going nowhere because you can't. A robot can't fucking taste. So I mean, even still, if you follow a recipe, a robot can do that. But it's still like people like that fine dining chef's hand type of deal. So where they're going to be around. Certain things in carpentry, certain things in construction, you're still going to need humans to do. You can have robots do a lot of prefabs and stuff like that, but you're still going to need humans there for a lot of that stuff. Same thing. I mean, bartending is cool. We got bartending robots, but a lot of people like that human aspect of an actual bartender. One, because talking. Two, because it's just the tricks and everything the bartenders do. Conversation, they can give you a little bit more, give you a little bit less, stuff like that. You can't. It's hard to replace a bartender with a robot. I mean, certain things are going to stick around, barbers, of course, but a lot of shit can be fucking just replaced. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, teachers, you kind of want teachers there, but I mean, still, I think teaching is going to be a lot more remote. It's going to be really cost effective because you can get rid of a lot of schools. I mean, we kind of sort of flirted with that whole thing through Corona, and everybody basically waking up and going to school virtually. Um, so I can see something like that happening down the line, but I mean, still a lot of jobs that's going to go once these machines take over. It's a lot of shit that can be replaced, and it might be better for it, to be honest. No, high tech J programming now, software language, these fucking software engineers and stuff like that. I mean, you're always going to need the human mind for creative reasons to just think of new ways of doing something. That ain't gonna go nowhere. But as far as the application of it now, I mean, shit, you seeing with ChatGPT, seeing with fucking what Google. It's changing now. I mean, the fact that you can get them to give you code to write out that to me, like, I don't think people understand how big that is. For it to be able to give you code, fix your own code, but give you code for whatever you need to do. That's a game changer. It's going to save a lot of time. So I think it's still going to be like a human touch needed for new creative things, but for the most part, AI is going to take over a whole lot of shit. Yeah, caretakers and stuff like that, that ain't going nowhere. You need humans for that. No damn robot can babysit. It's just the stuff you're going to need humans for. But we already seeing, like I said, automation uh, with robots and a lot of stuff. I mean, there's so many factories around now. It's just mass producing shit that humans used to do. So a lot of jobs already went away. You know, you had Detroit, all those car manufacturing plants go because now they got fucking robot assembly lines that can do it way faster. So, production in a lot of ways is sped up because of machines and AI. But I expect it to take over a whole lot coming up. And we already seeing it now. Oh, the Hollywood one, I think is just it's just basically saying you conscious. Put it like that. It's just showing your fidelity that you down and you understand and you know. and your eye is open and you ready for everything they trying to give you. Like I said, it's rules to that shit, and you're never going to know who at the top. So you have to show in order to get those movie roles and everything like that that they want. That's a whole different world over there. So you showing that you're down and you understand and you get it and you with the program, give me more, you know, boom. When Oprah came on stage and said, use me, they used her, and she's been growing ever since. That whole speech she gave was so fucking Illuminati. People just thought it was beautiful, and she's talking about God, and she's just in the moment. No, she's openly telling the powers that be to fucking give me more power, use me for whatever you need me for. Alchemy, you all good. No matter what, if you the nine, you good to go. Pablo, happy birthday. Appreciate you. This Mr. ASAP. What's the till? Everybody shout out Pablo. Happy birthday. I appreciate you being here. D Griff 97. Yeah, I know all about Codex Gigas. Yep, it's in the museum in Sweden. But the story isn't true. So that's the thing. You have to prove that story, which you cannot. And then one, if you actually, which I actually seen Codex Gigas, and I've been right in front of it. One, when you look at the book and you understand what's going on, it's just all esoteric shit surrounding the duality of evil and good. That's what the book is about. Almost everything Satan having to do with Satan is on that aspect of the duality of good and evil, and how evil is every fucking where and so is good. You need evil sometimes to do good. It happens. So a fucking guy's kidnapping a bunch of fucking kids. I go blow his brains out. That would be considered evil to some people. Can you find a better way to save the guy? No, I had to blow his brains out. But I saved some kids. So yeah, it's just the world, man. It's yin yang. Everything is duality. Everything is balance. That word balance is what we're going to talk about a whole fucking lot. It's going to be key and crucial to everything we do in Merkaba Scholar Society. Balance. Balance is everything. Balance is God. Balance is the universe. That's what it's all about. The culmination of it all. All the energies, everything we get into is all giving you balance. It's leading to balance. Balance is everything. We being here right now and existing is balance. That's a lot to it. Crystal, no problem. Yeah, I don't get into it a lot because it's I always give you guys the yin yang. If you really pay attention to my research, it's always yin yang. It's always left right, good bad. The balance part of it you can figure out in some stuff, but it's so much more deeper. Like when you start to get balance. So I talked about in meditation about how we are masculine and feminine energy. And when you come together with a woman, the man is unlocking the masculine energy in the female. She is unlocking the feminine energy within the male. And that's we have what we call the perfect union. And that's giving birth. That perfect union, because think about it. We all know this. You can fuck 1,000 times and not produce. Not have it, she won't get pregnant. You fucking a whole lot, but it's that one time. What was different about the time when she got pregnant? What was different? There's a magical moment there. That's why sex is worshipped. It was worshipped like crazy in the ancient world. That's why sex is spiritual. You understand? It's a big deal. And we just take it for granted. We don't look at it. But there's a perfect balance that happens, that occurs when those energies unite. And you open a door, understand, a portal for the soul to come in, the energy to come in. But once it comes in and then it's created within the womb, DNA takes place. The creation of the body takes place. The cage, if you will, if you understand, the trap of the flesh. And then that energy is now changed because of the body. So now it is basically being rendered through the mind, the brain, and all of the fucking clips and fucking handcuffs that involves. That's genie, when you understand. Cosmic phenomenal power, itty bitty living space. Remember, he showed you the cuffs. So that's him saying, I'm this fucking all powerful energy, but now I'm fucking trapped in this body, doomed to serve whoever rubs the fucking lamp. It's real deep shit. But there's a perfect balance that takes place, a union that happens when those two energies come together and you conceive. And I talked about that when you do that out of lust and not love. That's why the Bible is important in that aspect, and showing you and telling you it's important to get married and to be in love with a person. Because when you fucking do it out of lust and you have that balance and it's a lust behind it, then that's what they call the fucking demon child. Because you came together off of satanic energy, the fucking reptilian brain. You came together off the material and you created this demon child. That's what that shit is all about. It's all a representation of something. You came together not in love, but lust. It's a big difference in that. Yeah, the nine, our time is up. Our time is up. We are bringing about the next stage of existence and experiencing what we call reality. Our time is up. And again, don't confuse me. I said this before. Don't confuse that with it's all good. I mean, now it's possible to move on. You're done. Now it's the possibility. So now in the door, it's a possibility for you to move on. Whereas before it wasn't. Now it's possible. So there's a lot of things you gotta get, like I said, when you're in a dream state and you are aware of something and you become conscious of it and you wake up, that's because you have knowledge. You have gnosis. And you understood the subconscious couldn't trick you at that moment. So the people who have this knowledge, the possibility is there for you. That's what this is all about. That's why I do what I do. Merkaba, that spiritual body, the real Merkaba. It's for you to ascend and move on by getting this knowledge in you. And it's going to be in you in so many different ways. One, like, man, people just don't understand. The same reason why they make movies to program you is the same reason why I make videos. So you can go and watch a movie, and then you watch that movie, and you fucking learn that movie, and you don't realize you done held on to some shit that's in that movie. It gave you ideas, it gave you fears, it gave you shit that you didn't consciously understand when you watched it, but it started manifesting in other ways. It's the same thing when you watch my videos. The information I talk about in those videos, you watch the video. One, like, this will happen to, and then a lot of y'all, and this is a crazy thing. A lot of people are not going to understand this. Some of you guys will. If you watch a movie, if you're watching a movie and you fall asleep, a lot of times that is not because you're tired. It's because your fucking subconscious puts you in a sleep, because whatever you saw, it desperately wants you to figure something out behind that. So it'll put you right to sleep immediately, and then you'll start to dream about what that was that you was watching in that movie. It happens all the time. It will be the same way if you're watching my videos. If you're watching my videos and you fall asleep, your subconscious is desperately trying to tell you something that it picked up in that video, and I want you to understand it. And then, even though you may not have understood it consciously, your subconscious put that in you, and then now you're moving in a different way because of it, unconsciously, but consciously. And then once you go back and you watch, and then you ever do that, and then you go back and you watch the movie, you be like, oh shit, I didn't even peep that, and you start peeping different shit because repetition is a motherfucker. But that's what it's about, man. It's a whole you have to really grasp and understand information when it's put out there to you consciously. It don't matter. Your subconscious is going to get it for you anyway. But then once you can understand it on a conscious level, and then, excuse me, and start implementing that, it's a good thing. It's a big deal. Till the action start, exactly. Because it's always something that's going to, and then again, you guys got to understand. That's the whole point of movies. That's the whole point of it. They that's how they send messages. They send messages through movies. They let you know what's going on in movies, and they program us. They're telling us what's going on. They're basically abiding by universal law because it's right there for you. They gave you everything right there in the film. Now, one, you're going to take the entertainment aspect of it, right? Entertain, right? Detain so something can enter you, right? What's going to enter you? The message is going to enter you. And you're detained because you're sitting there watching it. You're detained. You detain. The TV's detaining you. It's detaining your attention, and then something's going to enter you. So whatever you allow to enter you, you you better understand what that shit is. So for the most part, what's entering you is the program that's training you and programming you to act the way shit acted in that movie, to go do shit that you think is you and normal, but it's really the programming. That's what being conscious is all about, is understanding that it is the programming. And then you being so strong and powerful in your consciousness, your energy, that you can bypass all that bullshit and still be walking in your same conscious path without being programmed. We wrestle not against, listen, that is such a deep statement about the principalities. You wrestling against fucking evil, spiritual wickedness, stuff like that. That is so true, because the stuff that's trying to appeal to your satanic side, your evil side, and get it to act out more than your let's just say conscious side. I don't like to say good. I like to say conscious. But yeah, it's deep shit, man. Like I said, it's a lot of shit we're gonna get into. I hate wasting fucking good ass gems. A lot of times that I put videos out and then motherfuckers don't pick up on it. So a lot of videos I put out, I really expected people to email me, or at least say in the excuse me, in the comment section, like, oh shit, are you talking about this? Or that was crazy deep, or I understood the message behind the video. It doesn't happen as much as it should, but that's because a lot of people be bullshit. That's conscious, Rod. That's a good question, but there's a lot of them. But I'm gonna tell you my favorite one right now, and it just came out not too long ago. Who cloned Tyrone? It's on Netflix. Or They Cloned Tyrone, I think it's called, with Jamie Foxx. If you have not seen that movie, you better see that movie. That is a good ass, deep ass fucking movie. They Cloned Tyrone. If you ain't see it, make sure you see it. A and B scores is saying that you horny as shit. You dreaming of clapping cheeks. You mean you better go get some ass? Oh, D Griff, man, you got to see that, bro. Make sure you see that movie. They Clone Tyrone is fucking deep. I mean, god damn it. Like, I felt like after I watched that fucking movie, man, it should be pissed. I feel like every black person should have walked out, took to the streets, and and just been like, yo, what the fuck, these motherfuckers. It's like somebody's fucking telling you they're getting over on you, and you doing absolutely nothing about it. I mean, it's basically what it amounts to. Like, when you understand, because what that movie is talking about, it's no fucking way in the world you can't tell me that's what's actually going on now, right? So the fact that they put it out there, like, I felt like black people should have just fucking took to the streets and be like, you know what, enough of this shit. Let's get these motherfuckers out of our fucking out of our consciousness, really, and do something about it. But yeah, make sure you guys see that movie. What dreams after 45 plus? I mean, what dreams is a normal thing. It's a normal thing. A lot of people have them for a long time. Just hopefully they're good ones. Emotep, what's the deal? Uh, it's hard to convince anybody of anything, man, that they don't want to let go. All you can do is learn as much as you can and just keep putting them fucking bugs in their brain. Keep fucking pounding and pounding, talking about all of the truth and information you got. Eventually it'll stick. Because as much as they don't want to tell you that they understand and they get it and you make sense to your face, they can't fucking cheat their own consciousness. They can't cheat common sense. The common sense part of it is going to always stick with them and they're going to walk around and be thinking about it. But the main thing is, one, you know them. And you know damn well they're not living their life according to what the Bible says is right before God. No Christian is. Not fucking one of them. So that's that part of it right there. So addiction is another easy one, man. Addiction is just discipline. It's just discipline. One, understanding how bad something is for you and what could possibly happen. When you really grasp that part of it, then the discipline just comes into place and you just avoiding everything that can bring that about. Easier said than done, but a lot of things that's addictive has something chemically to do with it, and it's messing with your consciousness in some type of way. You got to be stronger than that. That's where meditation comes in, and you meditating on that and you focusing on that, so that way you can not walk in that path that's going to lead you to whatever you're addicted to. So if that makes sense, but addiction is something you can definitely beat, and it's just something you got to be real conscious about and just do it. Like I mean, it took boot camp for me. I mean, I was young. I was addicted to fucking smoking weed and shit. But I was young. You know, I was like fucking 16, 17. But yeah, I mean, after fucking boot camp, that was it. I never smoked again. I never smoked again. Uh, and it's like what the 420. I think every 420, I'll probably, you know, excuse me, if the right people around, I might smoke. But I burn weed for meditation purposes and not fucking recreational. So yeah, I mean, addiction is something that you know you got to be conscious of, and stop cheating yourself and stop making excuses. A lot of people use excuses to fucking basically appeal to that addiction. They'll be like, man, I work so hard, I need this shit, or my life is fucked up, I'm so stressed out, I need this shit, and you make excuses to go and smoke and do whatever you do. Oh, I'm stressed, I need to hit the blunt. You know what I'm saying? And then not realizing that's addiction. You start making excuses like that. Who the fuck is you talking to? That should tell you one something wrong with you. You talking to yourself about fucking getting high. Just go get high. You're making excuses with yourself to go get high. Just go get high. It's you have an addiction and you in denial about it. So you got to get through a lot of shit like to come out of addiction. And one of the things that help, of course, is rehab because they lock you somewhere where you can't get to it. But a lot of these rehabs these days, they'll let you walk out the front door. So you don't need to do all that. Meditate, focus on the problem, and then just don't cheat yourself. If you really want to do it, you'll do it. Sir Francis, no, there's no benefit to that. Oh yeah, appreciate it. That message that I put up there with people about smoking and everything, that was really appealing to some family members because I had just lost like back to back people to cancer, to lung cancer and shit. Like I've seen friends die at 45 from fucking cancer and shit, man. I just lost one of my good friends to stomach cancer who lived here in Vegas with me from Philly. I think I posted that as well. So man, I've seen a lot of people go, man. It's fucked up to go that young. I'm 42 and I'm seeing people go at 45 and shit like that. I mean, what the fuck? It's just like, yo, we gotta fucking people dropping. My cousin Eb died at 35. A lot of people that's just dropping. It's like from shit that could be preventable. Like when it's too late, it's too late. And all the woulda, shoulda, couldas is done. And that's something you got to focus on now and understand now. And at this age, right now, and at this moment, you got to understand that shit now. All the woulda, shoulda, couldas. Damn, I shouldn't have did that. Well, it's done. There's no point. It's game over. Game over. You out the door. It's like you don't want to fucking go in to that doctor and they tell you it's terminal, and you start thinking about all the fucking stupid shit you done did and how dumb you were. Then you let that shit hit you down when it's too late. Get the fuck out of here. You got to snap out of that shit immediately while you still got a chance, while you still got a shot. And a lot of people, a lot of that shit don't really come into perspective for people until we hit them with that. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy, it was crazy because right before he passed, we was just talking, we was chatting on Facebook, and he was just so hype and focused about beating it. I'm gonna beat this. We had a barbecue in the park, and he came out with his girl to the park, to the barbecue and everything like that. And I seen how weak he looked it. And she had a fucking velocity bag, and I'm like, man, he just looked like he was done. We was just talking. And last time I talked to him on Facebook, his spirits was up, but he was like, I'm gonna beat this. He was just talking about so fucking much. The next thing you know, gone, gone. But it's like, man, you got like my uncle passed, same thing in his early 50s, lung cancer. But it's like you got to think about everything you got to live for and everything you could possibly do. Don't look at whatever you're stressed about because you can get past that shit. Sometimes shit seem hopeless and there's no fucking way out, and you're not going to move forward because you can't think or fathom the way out yet because you're too scared. You're too focused on what's holding you back. You got to fucking stop and think about the possibilities, ways out. Meditation is going to help. I'm fucking perfect example standing here. Y'all think of bullshit. I was fucking literally, we were literally staying in fucking hotels. I was done. No fucking money at all. Like people have these thoughts in their head. Well, can't you sell this or can't you do that? Oh, so many people. There's people already helping me out. But again, I don't like taking help from people that I think is going to throw it back in my face. You know what I'm saying? Or expect something more crazier in return. And one, like I don't want to keep using up a person's help too much, especially when I know there's other ways I can get money. So it's like, yo, I was just in my situation. I'm not gonna say it looked hopeless, but it looked bad. But what did I do? I fucking hit a fucking back-to-back parlays doing what I always been doing. But I was meditating and seeing my way out of the situation, and I'm out of the situation. I don't want to sound spooky or anything like that and say it's gonna happen the same way with everybody else. But I'll fucking wager that over anything else. I'll wager you meditating on it, and the next thing you know, it happening for you over anything else. Because at the same time, you're still gonna be actively trying to get out of your situation. So no matter how hopeless it may seem, keep fucking meditating on the way out. Keep looking for the way out. Keep thinking about what you could possibly do, and then boom, it'll happen for you. It's never fucking hopeless as it seems. It's always a way out. And I've been in too many spots where it seemed hopeless, and the next thing you know, I'm out of it. And that was like back in the day. And as I got older, I stopped putting myself in fucking. I started being more focused, I should say, and then shit just works out. It happens that way. But you gotta fucking put the work in. You gotta meditate and believe in that, and then don't cheat yourself. Stand on what you're meditating on as far as what you need to do to make shit work out. Y'all still talk about semen? Yeah, semen retention, dog. That's bullshit. Don't listen to that shit. You ain't made for that. It's you wanna fucking uh sex is a natural thing, man. Attraction is a beautiful thing. And one, being with having a woman that you're attracted to all the time is dope. It's good. It's fun. But semen retention, you don't want nothing that's gonna fuck up that drive. It's like the same thing with fucking like with masturbation. Masturbation, one, it'll fuck up your drive because what happens is one, if you're doing it a lot and you got a girl, if you're single, you get to go. Have at it. But if you're in a relationship and you got a girl, you taking away her fucking nuts. You taking away her shit because what's going to happen is one. I mean, we're not like women. We could go over and over again. You know, once we fucking bust, that's it. Game over. You know, we gotta wait a while before we can go again. So you be done fucking masturbated, you're done, and the next thing you know, your girl, you know, she want to smash, and you gonna be there for a long time. Some of you, but it's like, nah, you want that shit to be natural, organic. It's better that way. You know, like I said, man, sex is a fucking massive amount of energy that's happening there. It's a super spiritual thing, and like you don't want to fuck that up. Porn will fuck that up. It just will. A lot of people, that's what it's there for. That's why it's free. It fucks with your energy. If you're single though, you're good to go. If you're single, you're good because you don't got to worry about that shit affecting you looking for somebody else when you got a woman. You understand? Now, if y'all both into it, then that's fine. But you know, it's like there's rules to that shit. BLM about to be blocked. Peace. Go somewhere else with that bullshit. Yeah, BLM gone. I have fucking no idea. I have no idea why. So they come here with the same bullshit, and it's the same fault. I don't fucking know why. What's going on? What's going on? So I just let them. I let them do what they do, and they get one word out, and then I block them. Oh, it's getting later now. 2 o'clock. This when everybody about to start coming on. This the hour where the views go up. A lot of people start. What was it? 5 o'clock over there. People up now. We just now hit 100. We've been on this thing for what? 2 hours. Demarcus, what's the deal? 4 a.m. over there. That's right, Midwest. I'm still in Vegas, Las Vegas. Oh, it's day over there. Yeah, we still at night. We 2 o'clock in the morning over here. 2 o'clock in Vegas. 2:01 to be exact. But yeah, good news. Lawyer, I signed the retainer for my lawyer for this fucking car accident yesterday. Cause yeah, definitely filing a lawsuit. Cause yeah, my shit still fucked up. My shit hurt like a motherfucker. I slept most of the day. I woke up stiff as hell. Fucking neck. When I got released from the hospital this morning, you know, they released me with fucking muscle relaxers and painkillers. I'm not taking that shit. Excuse me. But I already have the medical records and everything else. So definitely about to see some money from that shit. That shit was crazy. I've been in a fucking worse car accident than that, but that still was fucking crazy. Those Teslas is built like a tank. It fucked up the back of his car, but the way it hit us, the way the truck hit us, I thought his whole fucking back was gonna be missing. Back of his car was gonna be gone. That shit strong. That was a Tesla Model X I was in. I don't like driving all the time. Don't get me wrong, I love to drive, but sometimes you just gotta hop in the Uber and just go do some shit real quick. If you're going across town, I would much rather take a fucking Uber than drive the car. So you know, I don't want to say I lucked up because my shit hurt. But depending on how much money these motherfuckers give me, it might have been worth it. Nope, I've never been to Canada before. Indra, magic mushroom is amazing. If you in fucking Utah or Denver, probably the best two places. Iced up, yeah, they're good. Becca, yes, I do love me. First of all, I actually met a lot of celebrities before. I had pictures with a few, but one of the things about being in the Navy, I was on USS George Washington aircraft carrier. A lot of celebrities come on. We used to have like Super Bowl parties. We have celebrities come on the ship. But yeah, I don't. I mean, it's just a person to me. I don't really look at it like that. But it's cool meeting some of the people that I met. Becca, I'm up to indoctrinating the people of the world in the worship of Lucifer and Satan. All hail Satan. Yeah, man. Listen, like it's one thing to be spiritual and get caught up in what you think. A lot of people don't know how to separate their feelings from uh, what they're having the feelings about. So a lot of people wrap their emotions around the thought of what they think Christianity is, and they give their feelings to it, and they think the feeling that they get is fucking right thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's God, and they think because they feel so deeply about something that that's some type of spiritual, validation to why they feel a certain type of way. No, motherfucker, you just giving all your energy to something that you don't know nothing about. You understand? It's like when a person fall in love with the wrong person. You just so wrapped up in the way this person look and how you want them to feel, not realizing they're a fucking cheater. They don't really respect you that much. They don't have that much love for you as you have for them. But you just so in love and you're giving all this energy and everything to the wrong shit until bam, you get hit with the truth and it fucks you up. And that's what happened. That's what a lot of these Christians don't understand. They got their love and everything wrapped up in the wrong fucking thing. And because like in a relationship, they don't want to go do no investigation. They're supposed to have this trust in a relationship, so they don't go do no investigation. So Christians supposed to have this faith, so they don't do no investigation. They just believe in the faith, and they think questioning and doing research is somehow evil or against God. And it's the same thing in relationships. Well, I trust my man or I trust my girl. I don't got to go look at nothing. But the moment they do go and do the research, or the moment you do the research and you found out, they cheating, it fucks you up. And then you get out of it and you got to move on, but you better for it. A lot of fucking Christians are scared of that because they don't know what's on the outside. It's like, oh shit, I'm leaving Jesus. Well, Jesus is the reason why I fucking got my job. Jesus is the reason why I'm able to feed my family. And that's what they think. Oh, without Jesus, I'm not going to have this protection to save me from life. You know how many Christians been killed in church? You know how many Christians get killed? How many Christians died in 9/11? Fucking towers fell. A lot of them Christians had to jump from them buildings. Like, I mean, you got to think about that. Yeah, Becca, but what about the person who called on Jesus and didn't get saved, who actually killed himself? It's a selfish thing to say stuff like that because there's a lot of people who call on Jesus and pray and they die. So what makes you so different from them? And that's the question you got to ask yourself. So is it that you're special and you're different from them, which the Bible says that God does not show favoritism? So what is it? It's more so that you are stronger than them. You have a fucking higher consciousness than them. You need to give yourself some credit and not give credit to some bullshit that don't exist. Give yourself the credit. You're stronger. You were able to pull out of your situation because you are a different consciousness than they are. But the people who die on their knees praying, the mother who watched their fucking son die in the fucking hospital from fucking cancer, who've been praying for fucking months, and they fucking babies still die. How are you special than those people? You got to think about that. It's not that some God chose you, which again the Bible says God does not show favoritism. It's that you're different. It has to do with your own consciousness. You need to respect yourself and not give that energy to something that don't exist. When you do that, you just opening yourself up for a lot of fucking trouble down the road. Yeah, Rio, that's a good question, Rio. Like Christianity has a good fucking balance to it if you follow it. There's a good balance to it because one, it's going to ground you. It's going to make you be more fearful of doing the wrong thing. And it's going to give you fucking, it's going to ground you, give you balance, focus. So one, you like, okay, I can't do this evil shit. I'm not going to the club. I'm not fucking doing these drugs, right? I got to take care of my family and do stuff that's wrapped around traditional Christian values, which is the family, having my family right. In order to do that, I have to have a good job. I have to have money and save money. You know what I'm saying? I have to really take care of myself and my family. And in that aspect, you see Christians do well. And they go, they have a good job, and they take their family to church, and they do a lot of little vacations and stuff like that. But then if you just really pay attention to their life, they still going against Christianity. They're just using the good parts of it to guide them and do certain shit. And then not just that, some people just built for the lifestyle of doing the right thing, or they come from a family where they are able to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you grew up in a good household, your parents had money, they passed it down to you. You was able to go to college and get an education. Those things is going to put you on the right path anyway. The religious part of it has very little to do with it versus the fact that you just been surrounded by success your whole life, you know how to get it. And then if you want to attribute all that to God or Jesus, that's your prerogative. That's fine. But doing so and bringing it into the realm of truth, you know, excuse me, that's where they're going to fall at. Yeah, exactly, Giovanni. Mostly, definitely discipline. Oh, God of War. AMB schools. The God of War series is so, I'm talking going all the way back from the beginning. It's so much wrapped up in it, not just the Greek mythology part of it, but the gods part of the energy. It's giving you the old times of what could have possibly happened. Remember how God of War 3 ends after you beat the hell out of Zeus. Um, it's the age of man comes along. So it's kind of going back to what the ancient Egyptians talk about, where it was gods ruling this planet. It was a different way, and then they all left. They're gone. It's basically showing you what happened. And then the age of man came along, and then men started to be here and rule as mortal men. Like God of War, giving you so much good nuggets when you pay attention to that series. It's a lot in there. Black Freemasons played a role of keeping the secrets of the powers that be, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. It's different. Um, it's it's different societies, man. It's different roles. It's not like how people think it is. Like every Masonic lodge is not united. If you understand, it's not the same thing everywhere. It's just they're going to give each other that mutual respect. You know, the handshake should be enough, but they have a Masonic grand hailing sign of distress that all Masons know, and it's for you to say, hey, take mercy on me. I'm not in your lodge and I don't follow your lodge rules, but have mercy on me for whatever reason. So it's a lot of it's different. It's different. Some of them are way higher than other lodges, and that's just how it goes. Oh, real for sure. Definitely on the Matrix. Crystal, yeah, that's a good question. Man, if I had to guess, I would say they are those black beings from Saturn that they talk about. Who knows? But I would guess that's what they look like. Definitely black. No way around that one. Um, but could possibly be something completely different. It's so many different scenarios and things that could be going on here. But the one that makes sense the most is whoever is at the top is definitely fucking immortal. They can't die. So they either in an energetic spiritual form and they come into a physical form and look certain type of different ways, but they've been here and they've been here since the beginning and they know everything. Yeah, immortal, immortal for sure. Because one, there's no way. If you study history, then you already see it. It's just that simple. If you study history, there's no fucking way around it. There's no way that the same agenda that we seen thousands of years ago should be in place today. And we don't even have to go thousands of years ago. We could just go to fucking Rome. We can go to fucking England. This whole pushing of the Bible and Christianity. It's this religion. Like you consider yourself conscious, but you don't think they know what you know? That they didn't figure out the same shit that we talking about, yet they still do what they're doing. So what's going on? It tells you that they are the people behind the deception. But this deception has been going on for thousands of years. There would be no reason for a person to spend their entire existence pushing an agenda that they'll never live to see. So you would spend your whole entire life trying to oppress one person and forget about the fucking glory of the rest of the world. I'm just gonna keep trying to keep this person down and spend my whole fucking entire life doing that. For what? Especially when you got all the money. Money's not a problem. You got infinite money. There has to be an agenda behind it, and it's something that takes ages to accomplish. But it's the same agenda from thousands of years ago. Same people, and you know we don't live thousands of years, you know, on the regular. So these people have to be immortals. Sound funny, but it makes the most sense. Ace Cloud, what's the deal, my brother? Dre, I think it's something negative ions, yeah, but I think it got to be something deeper because I mean, if they come down here or if they walk where we walk, then they will be stepping outside of negative ions. I'm not going to say I don't know what type of effect that would have on them, but it got to be something more. It got to be something like a shot that they take in or something. You understand? Like uh what was that? I talked about this before with the because it's in one of the old stories about the off the beheading. Remember back in the ancient days how they killed you? They cut your head off because they believe in Kundalini energy and that if you cut the head off then that's death. There's no coming back. Like it kind of severs your energy, leaving your body the correct way. You understand? Like severing the head or something like that. It's something that I read, but it has to do with like that's why they made like the series. What's the series called? Highlander. They was fucking immortals. The only way to fucking kill them was to cut their damn head off, and then you take their power. There's a lot of fucking hidden meaning in that. So, so yeah, hold on. Let's see. Yeah, I saw that the Mexican pyramid collapsing just to rubble. Don't know what the fuck that was about. Yeah, vampires always being vampires are just a representation of the white power structure. You know, it's them making kind of sort of making a joke about themselves. You know, uh, the sun, that's what kills them. Same thing in real life. Can't go out in the sun, but they have this old wealth. Same thing in real life. They got old wealth, money, knowledge. You know, blood suckers, because that's what the fuck they are. AirPod. Let me see. Hopefully I got enough charge in this thing. Boom. Yeah. It was that August Khan, MIT? What's the deal? Fucking awesome question. But yeah, your fucking feelings will destroy you. They will be like you're your own worst enemy. You gotta understand that shit. Your feelings will fucking destroy you. You got to understand what's good energy and what's bad energy, and that you're always against yourself and you're always for yourself. That's balance. That's the shit we're gonna get into. That's yin yang. Sometimes you do some shit based on some understanding that you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. A lot of people doing shit based off of the world, based off of popular culture. You understand? Oh, well, I shouldn't be the one that called him first. He should call me first. What the fuck is that? If you like the person, be real, call them. Stop playing those games. And that's what a lot of people do. They let their fucking emotions and stupid shit really cloud their judgment instead of you got to use that consciousness, what we call the, that conscious mind, what makes the most sense. So if a person is trying to lead you and guide you somewhere and everything looks legit, you follow that. But then you got to really vet a person first because some people want control, especially men. They want control. And you got to understand, you got to really take time. A lot of people just horny as fuck and they want to get straight to the fucking. But if you want to be with a person and spend time with them, you got to really vet that person. You got to really get to know them. And it's not about playing the game. It's letting them know, one, hey, I'm serious. I want to be serious. I need to get to know you. If you ain't with that, move the fuck on. And you're going to be able to see who's really for you or who's really trying to control you or want something out of you. Now, the thing is, one, a lot of men, I know I'm one of them, when you with a fucking woman, especially this day and age, there's a way you have to earn that respect, that trust, and it's certain things you got to do to get that. A lot of times when you like questioning a woman or trying to get her to do something, she thinks you're trying to control her when you're just trying to see what they're about, what's going on, how they go about their day. Excuse me. And when you really get to know a person, you already know. Like you know what they're doing or where they're going to be. They're keeping you up to date with whatever they should be trying to tell you. It's like stuff you're going to be able to see that's going to get you to understand that a person is really for you. So I would say, like, if you feel that way, if a person is actually showing you that they're for you and they're trying to help you and teach you something, then you go with it. But always be cautious, and just keep that cautious going and ride that wave. Don't ever put all of your feelings into it until you get to the point where you know for sure. But just always be cautious, but don't let that cautious show in a physical way. Just do what you're supposed to do. Be cautious, be understanding, let a person guide you and show you what's going on until they show you wrong. That way, if you're going along with the programming or with the teaching and you get there and everything right, then good, everything right. It's good to go. But if it's not and you see red flags and you see problems and issues, you didn't sink all your emotions into the fucking boat in the first place. You had some reserve. That way it's gonna be easier to walk away. Because a lot of people they put their fucking feelings and emotions all into a person because it looks so good in the beginning. Then when everything go wrong, they can't fucking leave. And then we ask them that question, why the fuck you stay? You guys understand? A lot of women get into these relationships and the guy beating the shit out of them. They don't leave because they don't put so much fucking emotion into this shit. They just hoping it get right or hoping things will change, and they never do. The person is fucking an asshole, and they just don't want to realize it because they put too much emotion and feeling into it in the beginning. And a lot of times, sex will do that. But a lot of times it's just because some shit that happened in their past life. People got abandonment issues, whatever the case may be. But vet a person, man. Spend some time getting to know them, knowing how they is and what their real agenda is, what they really want to do. Are y'all on board with the same types of shit? And then let that relationship work, build with each other. But don't let your emotions get in the way and those little fucking thoughts and shit like that. Like, what do you got to lose? You know what I'm saying? Just go, do what you're supposed to do. Then at the end of the day, you can say you did everything right and you ain't do nothing wrong. That motherfucker was just crazy. Programming, by programming, I mean them just like getting you in the understanding of what they're trying to do. Sometimes that requires programming. Not all programming is bad. Some of it is good. When you program yourself, that's good. If you're trying to teach somebody something, you're programming them. That's a good thing. So it's good programming and bad programming. My personal deal breakers for a woman, um, man, trust is that's the biggest one. Trust. If I feel like I can't trust them, I'm done. What's the point? But it depends on what you're around there for. So if you're looking for a relationship, then that shit don't really matter. I mean that matters. But if you're looking to just have fun, like why should you care about trust? A lot of people know damn well they're gonna be bullshit and just trying to get some ass, but then they be trying to get this person to do relationship shit or girlfriend and wife shit. You know, if you just want to have sex with a person and have a fuck buddy or what have you, don't why cause all the drama? Just be honest. You know what I'm saying? Like it's easy. But if you're looking for that relationship and you're trying to be with somebody, yeah, red flags, man, you got to have your boundaries. For me, trust is one. You got to be able to trust that person. Uh, they got to have a goal, period, point blank. Now, your goal as a man, what you should be trying to do, but not only, you know, make sure you are successful, but make sure she's doing what she needs to do to be successful herself. Because if she ain't happy, you ain't never going to be happy. It's just how it is. Happy wife, happy life is real deal shit. If she ain't happy, you ain't gonna be happy. You got to stop being. A lot of men are selfish as fuck. So it's like, okay, as a man, as a teacher, you're supposed to be, a little bit more, let's just say out there. So make sure you are helping your woman be all she can be. Because if she happy in that and she feel like she's successful and she's doing something with herself, she gonna be happy. You know what I'm saying? But just make sure that trust is there, she love you, and everything is good on that front, and then you keep it moving. But what I tell my son and what I tell everybody is make sure you are successful first. You shouldn't be trying to get into no fucking relationship if you're not successful. I know a lot of people, and if you do, then at least be with somebody who's willing to understand that and build with you, who know I ain't got it. You know what I'm saying? Who know? I can't go buy you Gucci and Louis tomorrow. I can't. We can't go on vacations yet. She got to be with that, and she got to be with you trying to build and grow and do something, and build something with her. But I would say, get the success first. Have your fun, but get the success first. Then look for that lasting relationship because you don't want to get in no fucking relationship and she calling you broke all the time, and you don't want to do that to yourself. Because when you really love a fucking person, you want to see them have fun. You don't want to be in a fucking relationship and you broke and you can't do for that woman. Then you're gonna be scared and you're gonna be worried that you're gonna lose her to somebody who can. So you're gonna be oh shit, this nigga got money. Then now you fucking getting all jealous and you scared and you worried because you can't do shit, but this guy can. Don't do that shit to yourself. Get the success out the way. Be successful. Make sure you got that money rolling in, so then you can do whatever. And don't fucking be arrogant with it. Be humble. You don't got to talk about your money. You don't got to let her know. Let what you do is going to show. You know what I'm saying? And she'll respect you more for it. But for me, like my deal breakers has always been that trusting. If I can't trust you, I'm out the door. Trust one. She got to have some type of goals, some type of ambition, something she want to do, and then everything else is easy after that. Jimmy B, yeah, some women don't like that shit because one, they feel bad about themselves and make them feel bad about themselves. Not only that, they be scared of what that could mean. Like they feel like you're trying to control them because you're trying to give them everything, when it's just that you're trying to be a good man or a good person. And to that, I say, fuck them people. And I'm saying they can't see that you helping them out and you giving them what they need is a good thing, and you just doing it out of love and kindness, and you're not throwing it in their face. Then forget them. Let them move on. Trust me, the next woman gonna be happy. They're gonna be like, what? She did, huh? You bought her what? And she didn't respect you? Her loss. Keep it moving. True, genuine masculinity. I mean, there's no such thing. There's not. I mean, man, you are who you are. Like you can't try to be something according to someone's definition. You just are who you are. And that's what you want anyway. You want somebody to be who they are. Don't act a certain type of way because of whatever, stereotypical, trending type shit is out there. Be you. And that should be easy to see with a person if they are them. One of the ways you really find out is when you get out in public or you get around a bunch of other people. If you with a person and they don't want to go out or they don't want to go to no parties or hang around other people, that's a red flag. But you really see how a person is when they around other people. You see how they interact with you. And if it's the same, then it's real. Then that means they real. That love is the same, it's the same. But I mean, it's you gotta really use especially as a woman, you have that intuition. That shit is real. But you also have a lot of shit that's out here these days that's gonna cloud your judgment and make you see shit differently. Don't jump to conclusions. Like, let shit play out. Do your homework, but don't let it change the way that you're communicating with a person. Basically saying, if you suspect something, don't fucking act all fishy. Don't change the way you talk to the person or the way you treat the person. Still be good, kind, or what have you, until the full truth comes out, and then you unleash that beast. But let the person be who they are, and if how they act resonates with you and it feels right, it feels real, it probably is. But trust me, man, it's hard to hide being an asshole. If the person is a bad person, if they're not good, you're going to notice that shit. You're going to see it. You're going to get those feelings about it, but investigate 100% fully before you act on them. Because sometimes, like I said, your fucking emotions, it'll play tricks on you. A lot of times you'll find some shit and you think this person is doing something and you completely fucking wrong, completely wrong. And you're like, oh shit, now you're looking stupid and you're feeling bad because you jumped to conclusions. So I just say, like, really, really get to know a person. Their true colors always show through. And don't let, personal, well, and if any type of negative doubt or emotion creeps in, vet it. Go do your research and make sure first, but do it respectfully. Don't jump and like, all up in the nigga face, motherfucker. Da, 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 da. You don't gotta do all that. It's easier ways to find out. You'll figure it out. But, just be, just be real with it, and just don't change who you are because of the situation. Carl, yeah, happy spouse, happy house. Yeah, I'm with that. Happy wife, happy life. But let's just keep it real. Let's just keep it real. Because one, just it depends on who you are, how you are as a man. You understand? Like, one, the woman does so much in the household. Like, well, it's we're 2024. A lot of women not cooking and cleaning or what have you. But if you got kids with a woman and you got that traditional woman where she cooks, she cleans, she takes care of everything, like, and you're out working, that's why that saying works. Happy wife, happy life. Because you going out, you working, you come home, house need to be clean, kids need to be disciplined, you got to eat. It's a lot that's on her. You understand? It's a lot that's on you as well. But if she's happy, when you come home, you gonna be happy. And it's the same thing. Like, I mean, if you just going to work and you come home, you got a fucking attitude around your kids, whatever, like that. That's you. That's something you need to look in the mirror and see in yourself. But the traditional family, so much stress is on the wife, so much that she has to do and get done. And you know, it's better if she happy. You know, we as men, we cater more to our women, and our women cater to us. But it's like we more so cater to them because we understand how much they have to do as a woman. Hey, yo, the gaming channel coming, man. We're gonna get onto that. I got a lot of other stuff first though. Yeah, Crystal, save your money. Be smart with your money, man. If you're a new parent, uh, my daughter's what 10 months down, so I already got a son that's 23, but still, like, save money, be real careful with your money. If you're in a relationship, then like y'all got to make that shit work. Everything now, especially when you got a kid, everything is about building. You know, if y'all gonna be together, getting that house out the way, making sure the kid got everything. It's a lot. It's a lot. And the thing is, one, make sure y'all save and try to invest that money somewhere and try to make y'all money work for y'all. But as far as like raising a kid and that aspect of it, if you're conscious, the kid gonna be all right. You know, you're a new parent, you got time, hopefully, to put money away and to save and invest and prepare a better life for your kid. Main thing you should be focusing on, one, is making sure your credit is cool, fixing your credit if it's not. I showed you guys the app to do that. Get that out the way, and then everything else will just open itself up. But yeah, the link is in the description for Merkaba Scholars Society. Make sure you guys grab it tomorrow, Sunday, or it's Sunday right now. So that price is going to go up. I'm gonna try to keep it at 89 for as long as possible, but it's going to go up. The Instagram and Facebook is already done. There's a lot of stuff coming. Again, as I said, I'm getting the legal part out the way because the NDA, I have to put everybody's name in individually. So be patient with that. It's different contracts with different people. So all that's going to be coming soon for the people that already joined. You'll get those emails and you'll see what I'm talking about. And then once everything's together and the group is closed, because once it's closed, then we'll get into everything else. It's going to be cool. I think that first meeting going to be dope, and I can't wait. But yeah, so we'll get into that. But my battery get ready to die. I got to get out of here. It's at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll be back probably tomorrow. I always say probably because I don't know. I'm gonna have time to do lives every day, but I've been making time the last few days. So I'll be back. Shout out to you guys for coming in. I try to get a little earlier tomorrow. So I know people got to work on Monday, so I'll try earlier. But appreciate you guys. Love y'all. Peace. Make sure y'all grab Merkaba Scholar Society quickly.